Okay, we're sitting again with Kari
Yes. Hello.
for the second time, actually. We've been in Sea Isle. And I think it's worthwhile just talking a little bit about, we worked on your depression last time I was here.
Yes.
And I put you, well, you let me use your information in the book.
Yeah.
And since then, you haven't had any depression.
No, none whatsoever. I've actually not been on any medication. I haven't had any episodes. I haven't, none whatsoever. It's been totally, and it's been several years now.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Well,
it's
what, a
great.
couple of years at least, isn't it,
Yeah,
since we
I
did
think
that?
three-ish.
Is it?
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Two or three.
I
Two or
lost
three.
time. Yeah. With
So
but
either way,
yeah.
more than, it's not been a few months or anything like that. It's been a significant amount of time.
And also, you're off, like you said, off of all your medication as well.
Yes, I'm on none. I haven't, and I think it's important to point out that my psychiatrist actually gave me permission to not be on any. So it wasn't like I decided when I left CIL to go off, to no longer take any medication whatsoever. But I was actually given, permission
Wow.
to go off of it, and haven't been on it since.
And that's changed your life, hasn't it,
Oh my
dramatically?
gosh, so much. Yeah, incredibly.
And also, we've talked several times, and I mean, you read the bits that were in
I
the
did.
book, obviously, today.
Yeah.
And how was that?
It was interesting to read from a third-party perspective, I guess. But yeah, it's almost like I read it and I don't even relate to that person anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I know that I went through that, but I don't. It's been so long since I felt that way.
Yeah.
It was just odd. A little reminder.
And we also we met your boyfriend who did some work
Yes.
as well, which was really, really cool.
Which was
as well.
interesting and very cool that he came and did it.
Did some work. What we're dealing with now is there is some. Were you diagnosed with this, but as borderline personality disorder or something?
When I was seeing, throughout the entire kind of issue with the depression, I saw several therapists throughout that period of a couple of years, and 2 of the 4 or 5 that I saw, they all diagnosed me with clinical depression recurrent, and 2 of them also gave me a secondary diagnosis of borderline personality disorder, or at least a mild case of it. And I think that the depression and the suicidal ideations that came along with it and all those things were always so much at the forefront of my treatment, because it was what was causing the immediate problems that kind of got pushed back to the side, and I didn't even really think of it until later, after the depression was gone, and I was like, oh right, there was that secondary diagnosis a couple of times.
Okay. So. And just for the record here, it manifests itself in just being late, some mood swings, just
like having a hard time finishing things and committing to things and making decisions, and kind of just generally.
And you don't want to be like that anymore. So
no, I don't.
So we're going to do some really
Awesome.
Good stuff today. So what I'm going to do as well is, I think that it might be a good idea for us to use some of the infoceuticals straight away, because I think this will just open up the brain, allow us to get right into these conflicts. And then what I'm going to do is going to use some kinesiology, which is what I'm going to do is very advanced stuff as far as the therapeutic intervention and the metamedicine side is concerned. So I'm going to, I know that there are 5 separate conflicts on either side of the brain that I think is responsible for the borderline personality disorder, because most of these conflicts are in these 5 areas. So there's 5 on one side of the brain, 5 on the other. And on the right-hand side, we have the bronchial muscles, and then we have the bronchial mucosa, then we have the coronary, which is the coronary arteries, the stomach mucosa, the gallbladder mucosa, the liver mucosa, and then at the back here, I know you can't see my hand, but this is for the camera, is the bladder mucosa. And then on the left-hand side, we have the larynx mucosa, the larynx muscles, the larynx mucosa, the coronary veins, and also the cervix as well. We have the rectum mucosa and also the bladder mucosa as well. So we have 5, literally, on either side. And the combination of these causes certain disorders to occur,
Okay.
which would be very annoying in your personal life as far as things not, an inability to be able to make decisions, an inability to be able to hold down long-term relationships could also be there, wanting to please people, but also switching from one side to the other. Different from what you had before where you were depressed and it was really quite deep. What we're going to do is going to alleviate all of those things, just go in and solve these underlying problems. They're not major anymore, not like they were before, but it would just get you back to normality, I think.
That would be fabulous.
Yeah, just to, whatever normal is, but just to be able to just be you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right, so what we're going to do is get the infoceuticals, and my guess is, let's just use some kinesiology to start with.
Sure.
So I'm going to use this one because I like this, and basically what you do is you pull, okay, and we want to set up a yes and a no. That's all we're going to do is a yes and a no.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to say inside your head, yes, 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 and pull, okay? Like this, so I go, yes, 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 yes. And the theory is that you'll be able to keep your fingers together, okay? So just keep your fingers together, pull them together and say inside your head, yes, 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 yes. And then pull this one to pull it out. And you shouldn't be able to break that. Okay? Now, same thing, but this time and go, no, 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 no. Okay? And then you should be able to pull them apart. Are they coming apart? As you say no, no, no. So we've got a yes and a no.
Yes.
And that's all we need. Okay? What we're now going to do is just to check the number of drops that we need of the different brain layers.
Okay.
And they come in increments. So what I want you to do is we're going to put 1 drop in, yes. 3 drops in, yes. 6 drops in of each, yes. 9 drops in. 15 drops. Okay. 28 drops. Okay, not 28, so it's 15 drops. Good, okay. And then I'm also going to give you some Liberator in a minute as well. You've already had the Liberator. Let's just check the amount of Liberator we're going to have. So 1 drop of Liberator, 3 drops, 6 drops, 9 drops, 15 drops, 28 drops. 28 drops. So it's 15 drops each of all the brain infoceuticals and 28 drops of Liberator.
Okay.
So we'll go and do that. Let's just put them in. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And the reason why I'm doing them in this order is the genealogical order is brainstem, cerebellum, medulla, cortex. So I'm adding them in that order. Brainstem, cerebellum, CBH. 15 drops of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If I go 1 over, it doesn't matter. It's still 15 drops. Cerebral medulla hologram. We've worked with this quite a lot today. Okay. Like I said, sometimes they just don't want to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And the one that we really, this will just open up this. And the reason why we're using all of these in order is because this will just open up all the cavities, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5. This will open up all the cavities of the brain. But because the cortex is linked via the brainstem and the cerebellum, this will just open up the whole of your brain, allowing us to get in and deal with all those problems. And just and just literally push out the issues that are going on. I'm then doing 28, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8. Put one in just in case I counted incorrectly. Okay, so that's 28 drops of Liberator. Right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to point to the areas on the brain, excuse me. I'm going to actually point to the areas on the brain that we know are relevant to the particular problem. Okay? So and again, what I want you to do is pull here. So it's all right if I just point to the area and then you'll know what I'm actually looking at. Now you're a right-wired female. Just clap your hands. Right-wired female. Okay, so now the first one is we're going to look at the first conflict basically will be the larynx mucosa. Larynx muscles. So this is about this area. Just pull on that. Do we need to clear anything on that? No. Okay. Larynx mucosa. Do we need to clear anything on that? We're getting a yes, are we?
Yes.
So larynx mucosa. Let me just get my pen here. All right. Larynx mucosa. That's a female territorial fear conflict. Okay. Next one is coronary veins. Okay. Do we need to clear anything on that? Yes. Coronary veins, well, we knew that one earlier. Let's come down to the rectum mucosa. No. Okay, that's a no. And back down to the bladder mucosa. Bladder mucosa is showing up. Okay. Bladder mucosa. We'll come in a moment and work out the sequence. I'm going to come over to the other side and put my hands over. So this is now the bronchial muscles. Do the bronchial muscles want to go as well? Bronchial muscles. Now the bronchial mucosa. No. Coronary arteries. It's a definite yes. Coronary arteries. Now the stomach mucosa. Yep, that's gallbladder mucosa. No. Pancreas mucosa. No. Duodenum mucosa. Yes, so I think that stomach mucosa and duodenum are going to be connected. Liver mucosa. No. So stomach and gallbladder. Was it? No, it wasn't gallbladder. It was duodenum mucosa. And then over the last one, bladder mucosa. No. So we've got 3 on one side and 3 on the other that we need to clear. So let's go back now and let's look at the energy behind each one of these. So larynx mucosa. So again, what I'm going to do, we're going to measure it from a scale of 1 to 10. How intense is the conflict that's sitting on this particular area? So if it's 10, that's as high as it can possibly go. And if it's a 1, that's as low as it can possibly go. And what I'm going to give you is a easily work this one out. So I'm going to say, is it between 1 and 5 and 6 and 10? Okay? So this larynx mucosa issue. It wasn't mucosa, yeah, larynx mucosa, about here. Is this a between 1 and 5? No. So is it between 6 and 10? Yes. So I'm going to count 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what you want to do is keep pulling, and then the one it is.
Pull continuously?
Yeah, pull continuously, and then the number it is, it will just pop. Okay, we'll go through. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's at a 9, okay? So the conflict's at a 9 out of 10. Then we'll go down to the coronary veins. Okay, between a 1 and a 5. Yes, 6 and a 10. No, 1 and a 5. So on a scale of, I'm going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's at a 4. Okay, a 4. Just confirm. 4. Yes. So 4. 4 out of 10. And then the bladder mucosa. Let's go down to the bladder mucosa. So between 1 and 5. Yes. 6 and 10. No. Okay. Again, 1, 2, 3. It's a 3 out of 10. Okay. Right. Next one is bronchial mucosa. Bronchial muscles, actually. The bronchial muscles. Up here. So between 1 and 5. Okay, 6 and 10. No. 1, let's go 1 and 5. So 1, 2, it's only a 2, right? A 2 out of 10. The coronary arteries, down to this one. Coronary arteries, 1 and 5. 6 and 10. 6, pulled against 6, 7, 8, 8. 8 out of 10. And the stomach and duodenum mucosa, I'm going to lump the two together. So between 1 and 5, okay, so it's 1 and 5. And so 1, 2, 3, so 3 out of 10. Okay, so now we can actually work out 3 out of 10, what's going on. Because if we add up 2 plus 8 plus 3, which is happening on your right-hand side of your brain, that adds up to 13. And we've got 9 plus 4, which is 13 plus 3 on your left-hand side. So what you're going to have is 16. So this side has got a weighting of about 3, because we take 16 away from 13. So it's basically the way that you're going to operate as a person is slightly manic. Not off the scale manic, like we've seen earlier on today, but just manic. So just lots of good, good energy, nothing outrageous, but you will probably flip from one side to the other. So some mood swinging, not off the scale that you can't function like you were before. It was, you couldn't function.
No.
But some of these things would trigger now and again, and it would be really annoying because it would send you into you probably never experienced any depression anymore, but you would experience a little bit of mania and then just feeling a little bit normal, tiny little bit down, and then go back into a little bit of mania. Is that about true?
Yeah, I relate to that.
Yeah.
Sure.
So nothing that is unpleasant or difficult or challenging. Just, I think a lot of people live life like that.
Okay, thank you. I think it's important that she can't muscle test
She can't muscle test.
Why can't I?
because she's had problems doing this before, and I don't know if it's the Liberator or something else, but how easy that happened is not normal.
But it's probably the Liberator, and this is probably correct.
And I think, no, it's correct. What I'm saying is that you should, it would be nice for training purposes that people who aren't, I don't know if it's a Liberator thing that you want to talk about, or it's just, I think it's important to understand that she can't, muscle testing is very difficult for her, and it wasn't right there.
Okay, so I'll mention that.
Well, do you know that? If she
Yeah,
doesn't-
I think normally I would have overthought it. I would definitely
She
second
would have
guessed myself.
overthought it. Absolutely.
Okay, right.
It
So
would- she would have been
Or
her-
told you
in
that
her
I just
head.
couldn't.
yeah,
I
okay.
wouldn't have normally done it myself or been willing
Okay.
to.
She would, even if I
So I
would have
would've-
to help her, or it would have been much harder, but it's because, I think it's because of this, but if you don't wanna use that. I don't
No,
know
that's
if you
great.
wanna- I don't know
No,
if you wanna say anything, you don't have to, I was giving you a choice, and it was a good place for me to step in.
yeah, okay.
So I don't know if you wanna teach your students that the NES sometimes does it, or we can let it go, Richard.
No, let's actually just mention it. Okay. Karen, who knows you very well, has done a
Yes.
lot of work with you, has just mentioned that muscle testing in the past hasn't worked for you.
It's difficult.
Yeah, but it just happened.
Yeah, I was surprised. Usually I overthink it so much that I
Okay.
can't get a clear response, but
I
I
th-
didn't.
I think what's happening is also we've cleared a lot of the path already using the infoceuticals and the Liberator, that you're under truth serum at the moment, and it's just going to, boom, yeah, that's true. Okay,
Okay.
so I think that's that's the way
Yeah.
it works, and and that's been my experience using these infoceuticals. Is it just makes life so much easier for you to access the information and for me to direct you and get to where we need to go
Great.
quickly and fast. Right, what we're going to do is some really crazy stuff here, because we're going to clear these problems in the right order, okay, that they
Okay.
actually occurred. And also we're going to use other stuff. We're going to use the meta healing process, but we're just going to tap these things out really quickly, okay?
Okay.
So we have 6 conflicts.
Right.
And this blew me away when I did this before, so let's just see how it goes. I want you to go and do some more muscle testing. So we have 6 conflicts, and I'm just going to say the larynx mucosa. We're going to count from 1 to 6. So
Okay.
which conflict, in which order do we have to clear them out? I'll tell you which way we're going to go. 6 being the... let me just work this one out for us so we have it all correct. So the body knows exactly what to
I'm
do.
feeling like I'm gonna end up coming on, so I'm putting this
Okay,
down. And
great.
just switch so that you can figure things out.
Okay, so 6 being the last conflict, therefore being the conflict that we're going to work with first to clear, then we do number 5, number 4, and no, let's actually work it the other way around. Let's be absolutely clear on this. Number 1 is the last conflict, so that's the first conflict that we're going to clear. Number 2 being the next one, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. So this isn't on a scale. So this one, larynx mucosa, is this. We're just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
And I'll pull continuously
Yeah.
like I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's number 4. Coronary veins. 1, 2, 3. Number 3. Bladder mucosa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6. Bronchial muscles. 1, 2. Number 2. Coronary arteries. 1. Leaving the stomach and duodenum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. So now we have our order. And we start off with number 1, which is the last one, which was coronary arteries. And this now gives us the order that we're going to clear everything out in. Very cool. Okay. Coronary arteries, what we're going to do is we're just going to clear the energy.
Okay.
We're not actually even going to go into the Udin moment and do all that stuff.
Okay.
Okay? We're just going to clear the energy. Okay. So what we're going to use is a bit of EFT, and we're going to use some weird stuff. Okay. So we've got all the liberator and all the brain stuff going in at the moment. And what I'm going to do is number 1 is coronary arteries. That's the first one we're going to go and clear. And so I need you to focus your attention here. Okay, this area in the cortex. Can you go in there? Okay, good. Now the coronary arteries are basically all to do with territorial fear, actually losing one's territory. Okay? Can you pick up on the energy behind that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Can you feel that's about 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Now I need you to come down into your heart area, into the coronary arteries, pick up on anything else. It's just the energy,
Yeah.
okay? Now I need you to come into the heart energy instead of the coronary arteries, the heart energy. You're doing great. You're doing great, okay? This is going to clear in a minute, if not before. Right, and now I need you to bring that energy out and I need you to put it in front of you. Okay? Got it? An 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay, now I want you to... 2 questions. Is this energy yours? No. So where does it come from? Family, generations, group? Where does it come from? Just answer.
My parents, my
Your
family.
parents. How many generations back?
No not. It doesn't go back.
It doesn't go back. Just back to your mum and your dad. Okay. All right. So this, you felt that. Go back there, back along their line of time, back to the root of the energy, and go back before the energy occurred.
For them.
Yeah. Okay, now you're back before the energy, the energy down below you. So now what I want you to do is you need to get what you need to learn. There you go. You got it, didn't you? Okay. Now what I need you to do, having got the learning, is let go of that energy. Very cool. Gosh, isn't that lift? That just shifted big time. Okay?
Yeah.
Good stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Right. Now what I need you to do is just come back and just check. So go back into the coronary arteries there. Any energy there? No, is it gone? It's flat.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Nothing. Good. All right, that was number 1. Number 2, bronchial muscles. Come up to here, the bronchial muscles.
Okay.
It's up here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not that intense of a problem, but just go into the bronchial muscles. Into that point. Can you feel the event or the energy behind it? 2 out of 10. It's fairly low.
Yes.
And it's a territorial fear conflict. Are you just aware of are you aware of that fear?
If it's
It's
more
minor,
like
but-
unsettled.
Yeah,
unsettled.
that'll be good. Unsettled is good.
Afraid. Yeah.
Yeah, afraid. That's good. So you feel that it's not intense, by the way. It's a 2 out of 10. Okay. So now I need you to go into your bronchial muscles and just pick up on any more energy that might be trapped in there. Okay. Got some more energy. Go into your heart energy. Good. And then I want you to see the energy in front of you. 2 questions. Is this energy yours?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Where does it come from? What age?
3.
Age 3. Go back to age 3. Go before the energy happened. There you go. Okay, there. It's just disappearing very quickly, isn't it? It's
yeah.
very quick. So I want you to get what you need to learn. It's just coming in super fast.
Yeah.
Got it? Just sense that there's a little bit left. Just get what you need to learn. Yeah, there it goes. Got it? Let all that energy go. Cool. Good. Now go and sit in the bronchial muscles area. Anything there? Energetically, no. Okay. So number 3, let's go over the other side, coronary veins, this side here, side, basically. Go and reside in there. This is a 4 out of 10. Okay, and it's a sexual frustration conflict. Female sexual frustration conflict. So that may be that you, I don't know, does it ring any bells? It's a 4 out of 10, so it isn't intense, it's just annoying. And it's just being sexually frustrated in the sense that you may want someone but you can't have them. Or you feel it's morally wrong. Yeah, you got it, good, okay. Got that? Now what I want you to do is I want you to go down to the coronary veins, okay, and pick up on any extra information. Got some more? Yeah. And I want you to go into your cervix, because that's also interrelated here. Any extra information? Yeah, there's some important extra little bit there. Again, this is only a 4 out of 10, so it's not like out of off the scale. Now come into the heart energy. There we go. Nice, okay, you know the procedure. Bring the energy out in front of you. 2 questions. Is this yours?
Yeah.
It is yours. How? What age does it go back to?
8.
8? Okay, go back to age 8. Maybe 7 or 8, somewhere around that time. Go before the event ever occurred. Before the energy ever occurred. Okay. Good. Now, just checking. I want you to preserve what you need to learn. Get the learnings, basically. Get the learnings. What's going on? Something's not right, is it?
Yeah, I don't. It's not coming to me like the other ones did.
Okay. Can you get in touch with the energy again? In fact, I know what this is. I'm going to ask you 2 questions. We're at the start of it. We may not be at the start of it. So come back to the energy. Get the energy there. It's only a 4 out of 10. Is this energy yours? That's definitely a yes. Where does it come from? What age? Okay, now what we're getting here is a secondary gain issue. So what we now need to do is just ask 2 questions. Okay, what is it that you are presently doing that once this energy is gone, you're going to have to stop doing? And what is it that you are presently not doing that once this energy is gone, you're going to have to start doing? And you got it. You got the answer to that question. I know you have. You don't even have to tell me. It's just.
I just don't. I don't.
What is it that you're presently doing that once this energy is gone, you're going to have to stop doing? It'll just stop. You just stop. Yeah. And is that a? You got some answers to that? So what is it that you're presently not doing that once this energy is gone, you're going to have to start doing?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know the answer to those.
You don't know the answers. Okay, so this is what I'm going to ask you to do. I want you to go into the coronary veins area, and I want you to go in and tap on the energy there. Just going to break it up a bit.
Sure.
Okay. Just tap on it. Tap on the outside of it and go inside and tap on the inside of it. Okay, how's that?
Yeah.
I want you to tap now on the coronary veins in your heart. That's it. Just a guess, this is about love or something, or? No?
It feels more, I can't connect it to a specific person.
Okay, that's okay. I want you to come down into your cervix and just tap on the cervix. Okay. Right. Come back to the energy out here. What I want you to do is, we know it's your energy.
Yes.
So where does it come from?
I think earlier than I said.
Yeah.
Much earlier than I said.
Okay. Okay, can we go there?
Sure.
What age? Well, you just know. Just go there. Go before the event. All right. Get what you need to learn. Okay, now let go of the energy around it. This is a big one. Although it's a fairly small amount of energy, it's actually important. So let go of the energy. Let it all go. There it goes. You alright? Is there some other stuff coming up? You've gone slightly red.
I think well, I mean, going back to, I think it makes me feel like I have to start over.
Yeah, you're going to have
nothing, like if this is gone, if that's learned and it's true, then nothing that I've done up until this point matters.
Wow.
I don't know, which is kind of shitty. I mean, it feels kind of like terrifying, I guess. Like none of this matters. I don't. Or
no, you
it's
know
wrong, or I'm wrong, or something. I don't know.
No, what you're picking up on is the larynx mucosa, which is a 9 out of 10, which is serious. So that's all about fear and a female identity fear conflict. So that's now weighted here now, really quite intense. But it's also, let's just go, is it okay to start over? I mean, everything you've learned is still going to be there. It's just not going to be energetically imprinting you anymore. It's going to allow you to be you. Because you were not these conflicts, right? You are not a borderline personality person. You're not a depressed person anymore. You know that's the effect that it had.
Yeah, okay.
Are you sure? No, I'm not convinced. So this is what I'm going to do. We want to push this all the way through. And the way we're going to push this all the way through is we're going to shove some more liberator down you. Okay? I might just see if the other one's working. I'll use the end of these drops. No, it's okay. I just want to demonstrate the liberator.
I understand, which is why I'm switching so you can cut this out.
Okay. Okay, let's just take this hand here. So go back before the event the energy ever happened back in that time. Because it hasn't all gone yet, has it? It's still bubbling there a little bit. I think it's fairly low. It's about a pop, but it's like this. It's a secondary gain or a psychological reversal. Is if you let this go, that means everything else in your life is all shit, and that's a bit scary, right?
I don't like the thought of having been wrong for so long. I don't want to be wrong.
Okay, but the fact is that you're right.
Now.
Yeah. Because you knew you weren't wrong. Because that was how you were. So knowing that that was right, that in other words it was not wrong, and now that you've shifted and let go of this, that's right. And the past was okay. It wasn't wrong, it was just okay. You know, that's what it was. Is that true or not? Liberator's kicking in now, so it makes life a heck of a lot easier. Okay, so tell me, what's going on now? There. Something shifted just then, didn't it? What's...
I don't know. No, I was just thinking, no, they can't both be right. That's impossible. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, no, it's fine. It doesn't actually even matter what's right. It's just the right doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, so it's just a demonstration of the liberator just...
It's fine.
When something doesn't want to shift, you put more liberator in and it just goes pop. Okay, has that energy gone? And you got what you needed to learn?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. So just go into the area here in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Just check anything else left in there. Or is it flat?
No, I'm fine. There.
Okay. All right. So now what I need you to do, we need to go into 4. Larynx mucosa. Okay, this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Here. Female identity, fear conflict. Very much about being a woman and being scared of the clique. 9 out of 10, pretty intense. Highest one we've dealt with so far. Okay. You there?
Yeah.
Okay, you got the fear that goes around it. Good. And I need you to go into the larynx. It's your voice box, basically, around that area. It's actually the mucous membranes around there. Any other information there? Around fear of, especially around women, other women. Not being part of the group, not being able to say what you want to say. It's okay, you don't need to speak about it, but unless you...
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel it's overwhelming.
Okay,
I feel
good.
overwhelmed. I
Yeah.
can't focus on one.
No, it's a whole group. It's a massive. Is that right?
Yeah, it just feels like a lot. There's
Yeah,
a lot
that's right.
of
No,
things.
focus in the heart area. That's fine. As long as we pick up on the energy of it. You've got the energy of it, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Just focus your attention on the heart energy. Okay, good. Now I want you to bring that energy out in front of you. It's intense, okay, but it's going to go. So is this energy, when you look at all that, because there's lots of it, is it yours? No, didn't think so. So where does it come from? Does it come from the group, from, someone else, family? Where does it come from?
Oh, not anybody I know. Not
Okay.
immediate
Yeah, okay.
now family.
So does it come from the family? Yes or no?
Yes.
It does. I'm not convinced. Does it come from the family? Or does it come from the group? What is it? If it comes from the family, that's fine. What's that? How many generations back?
5.
5. Good. Go 5 generations back then. Go back before the energy occurred 5 generations ago. Especially in the women of the world. If you're... Okay, you're there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to get the learnings.
I'm sorry.
I need you to get what you need to learn.
Oh.
Just get what you've already... It's coming through pretty quick. Okay. There you go. How's that feel now?
Different.
Very different. Yeah. And also I think because that was quite intense, and that's really, there's only 2 more to do now. And they're intensity of 3, and the other one's an intensity of 3 as well. That was a big one. Can you come back to, is it all gone? Yeah?
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
No, I want it all to go. So just go back 5 generations. Go before the energy occurred. So just some other stuff that you need to learn. Especially about being a woman in the world and your position in the world. There you go. Got it? You're good with that now.
Yeah.
It's no longer... It's cool. It's good. Yeah. Okay, so come back. Go into the larynx mucosa area. Okay. It's amazing when the big ones go, because you get this big tingle through your body. Don't you? It's like, oh.
That's right. It's like a...
Yeah. How's that? That's clear, isn't it?
Yeah,
now?
way different.
Good. So now we need to go on the other side to the stomach and duodenum area here. Okay, so around here, just back, probably just behind the ears. Okay, this is a 3 out of 10. So again, not that intensive. These last 2, they're not that intensive. Okay. 3 out of 10. Feel it. It's more about anger, actually. Frustration, anger. Someone invading your territory and you're just pissed off with it. Got it? Come down into your stomach area, around here, and the duodenum area. Just pick up on any other information or any other energy that's there. Yeah, got it? Into the heart energy now. You got the procedure, haven't you?
Yeah.
Put the energy out in front of you. Can you feel where does it come from? Is it yours?
Yeah.
It's yours. So what age?
5, 6.
Okay, so go back to 5. Go before the energy ever occurred. Okay, get what you need to learn. Excellent. It's quite nice the way that just disappeared, isn't it? Okay. All right. Last one. Let's just check. Let's go into that area, just check. Any energy left?
No.
Gone. Okay, come back to this other area, and the last one we've got to do is 6 out of... It's number 6, the last one, and it's bladder mucosa. It's back here. Okay, this area. So imagine it's on the other side. So it's just back behind the ears. Bladder mucosa. All right, you there? The energy is a 3 out of 10. And it's a female territorial marking conflict. So what that basically means is that someone's trying to take your territory away, another female basically. And you feel you can't mark your territory. You can't say, no, that's mine. And it's not about being scared, it's more about, hang on a minute, this is my place, my area. Got that? Mm-hmm. Go into your bladder mucosa, the mucous membranes of your bladder. Pick up on any other information. Go into the heart area. Heart energy. Got it? You got it. Put the energy out in front of you. You got that. Is this yours? This energy? No. So where does it come from?
My mom.
Your mum. Okay, let's go back before your mum, before the energy of it, before the energy happened on your mum's timeline.
Okay.
Ah, good. Get what you need to learn. Okay, come back to now. Well, is it gone? Sorry, I just thought it had gone. Has it gone?
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it has.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, come back to now. Come back into the area in your head.
Mhm.
Check, has it gone? Okay.
Yeah.
We're done.
Okay.
Okay. How does that feel?
I feel exhausted, and
We need a glass of wine. It's late, I think.
yeah. Surprised, maybe. Surprised. I feel surprised.
Why surprised?
It's funny to me that it was that easy. It seemed easy.
It is easy.
Yeah.
Clearing emotions is never difficult, never was. Because actually it isn't emotions. What we're doing here is clearing energy. You see, the principle is this. When we have a shock, the energy traps the events or the event inside it. So that eudaimoment traps, is trapped by energy.
Right.
So if we take away the energy, the eudaimoment just goes and disappears.
That makes sense. I believe you.
Now what's also happening, we know in the cortex, is that when we have more than 2 shocks, you're tired, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Okay. What happens is when you get more than when you get 2 shocks or more, the brain levels itself out, and there is no organ reaction. So there's no organ reaction in here. But what we had to do was to clear everything. Otherwise, you'd be left with one thing, and then you get an organ reaction, which is it sucks. So we cleared everything. Okay.
Yeah.
And your brain now is just, the weighting of the brain is just, it's level. It's just, that's not, this is, how does it feel, apart from tired? How do you feel? It may just come back and just give you a bit of time and then just come back and have a quick interview. But how does it feel straight away now?
I feel. I mean, calm. I guess.
Calm.
Pretty mellow. I just feel like. Okay. Like. Which is interesting. I'm usually pretty angsty about everything.
Okay.
So.
Well, the angsty was that little bit on the right, on
Yeah.
the left-hand side that I said. But that's gone.
Right. Yeah. No. Nothing feels bad. I don't feel badly about anything.
Okay. You shifted, your face has actually changed, and the energy in your face has shifted. Can actually see more of the real you there than before. Was like this. It was almost something. Don't come too close because I've got. But now it's who you are.
Good.
Okay. Let's see how you are. We might just give it a glass of wine or whatever. Or come
Okay.
back. I don't know. Okay. We've had a break since we worked, and I've been talking to Kari and just been giving her some information, and I think we can already see there's a shift. Whenever I mention stuff to you, you go, I know it. but I'm not sure in my head. So what's going on?
Right. I think that on a lot of levels I feel very settled, almost like very calm. I don't usually feel like I'm a calm person. I usually have a lot of anxiety and a lot of conflict, I think we said in the beginning, and I don't feel that way, which is fabulous. And then I think on other levels I almost don't believe it. Like it's too, I don't know. This is so strange. It's so foreign to me that I don't really know what to do with it or how to be with it and not try and analyze like, what does this mean or what is it going to look like? Is it going to stay?
It'll stay.
Kind of stuff.
It'll stay. Okay. I think the key thing for you is to realize you're a very old soul on the planet. And that's true, isn't it? I asked you that earlier and you said, yeah, that feels right. Sure. And that's what I see. Mm-hmm. And you also have an ability to be able to do what you want to do in life and achieve what you want to achieve. And at the same time, that's completely foreign to you.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Because if you think about what we've cleared, that those are all the things that were holding you back as a person. And I think a lot of things will shift. I think a tremendous amount of things will shift. I think your whole face and your body will actually shift and change. Okay?
Yeah.
Because these were all parts of who you were. I also think your demeanor and your attitude towards other people, especially other women, will shift. That you may play some old patterns and you'll go, that was just a habit.
Right.
But there's no energy behind it. Are you with me? It's
so
like...
it'll be apparent because the energy's not behind it anymore. I'll recognize it as almost an empty action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll respond, say, to another, especially another woman, because you're a woman, and,
Yes.
and basically that's very much, it's very important from as a woman. So if another woman comes up to you and says, you got to do this, you got to do that, and I'm telling you what to do, and you should add it, and you'll just go, oh, I should react like this, and you may react, but there's no energy behind it, and you'll just go, and you'll go back to that person, you'll just say, actually, I'm not going to do that. Or you'll realize, I don't need to behave that way anymore, because there's nothing behind it. You just do it through habit, but then you'll realize and you'll just say, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to do what I want to do. It'll be a bizarre feeling when you first come across it.
I'm excited. I feel excited.
It will be. It'll be exciting because but you will, because what will happen is that will be the old behavior, but there'll be no energy behind it. There'll be nothing driving it. There'll be nothing working in that way. It'll be an empty behavior, and you'll just go, oh, what? You won't even ask why. You just say, and then you'll get to create a new you. But based on who you really are, because the real energy of Kari, the soul energy, I think is coming, that's what I sense is coming through. This very deep, old, I reckon it's almost 15 generations old. So that's come all the way through, right through your parents. This very deep, passionate, very intense energy that can cut through whatever you want to do. The only thing I'm going to say is just tell people what you're going to do before you do it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
There's a lot of talent inside you, and you'll just go off and use it. And you, as far as a woman is concerned, the only thing I'm going to suggest that you do is just tell people what you're going to do before you do it. And they might disagree.
Sure.
In fact, I guarantee they will disagree. They will tell you you cannot do it. They will tell you this is impossible. You should not bother. You're going to get this from your mother. You're going to get this from your cousins and everybody else. But if you know in your heart it's true, and you'll know, you'll do it. You just tell them, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And they'll go, oh, it's possible. You shouldn't do it. Blah, 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 blah. And they'll go, and you'll just say, you didn't hear me. I'm doing this. Okay? And as long as it comes from your heart and it comes from what's real, you will do it. And you will create it. And you may create a bit of a mess behind you. And that's what you've got to cater for. But you'll still go and do it anyway. There's a good metaphor that describes this. And it has a little bit of masculine energy behind it. In that if there was a lorry driver driving down a hill into a village, and the people are walking around the village, the type of person that you are, what you need to realize is that you just got to blow your horn before you get to the village, so the villagers can get out the way and you can go all the way through.
That seems fair.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what it's about. Rather than just coming in and just, oh, well, they're in the way. Oh, well, I'm going through anyway. So you just beat your horn and say, I'm coming through! Coming through! All right, get out of the way. All right, good. Right, you're done. Good. On your path. Okay?
Yeah.
And enjoy it. Enjoy the freedom that it creates. And just bear in mind that you could seriously... You can upset people unless you tell them this is what you're going to do. One other thing that is very important about you, this all comes from human design, this is that you have an intuition which you can trust. So if you go down to your intuition and say, is this right? Is this wrong? You will know whether it's right or wrong. And I trust that intuition. Trust it, because you'll be right. Okay? If you go, ooh, this doesn't feel right. It just doesn't, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to do it. Trust it. And you'll get to experiment with that, and then you'll learn fairly quickly. So any other things that are coming through on that?
No, I mean, I feel really fabulous. Seriously, I mean, I'm excited because everything you're describing is everything that the opposite, it feels like the opposite of everything that I hated about, my condition or the way that I was before now, I suppose. So I'm thrilled not to have to deal with feeling that way anymore.
And you don't feel that way anymore?
I don't feel that way. No, not at all.
There's
She's never
what
really
I sense is that your body really feels it, but your head is like...
Yeah, no, my mind is still a little like... It's like there's a line.
Yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly.
I feel it.
Yeah, you feel it.
I feel it,
Yeah.
certainly.
But your brain
I'm
is
still
just...
like,
Yeah, it's catching
really?
up.
But
Yeah.
that'll come, I hope. I assume that it'll follow.
It's just, your body knows it.
Right.
Because that's what we've cleared. Your consciousness knows it. You're just, you gotta make some new connections, some new wirings inside your brain, and you gotta learn what it's like to be you. But you actually know what it's like to be you. And that's the crazy thing. You already know, your body knows it, your soul knows it. Because I think what also came in, as far as I'm concerned, is your soul came in to your body because you're vibrating at the energy that allowed it to do it.
Right.
New image.
New image? Oh, we didn't do that. This is going to be very, very important.
Okay.
This is going to be more important than all the other work that we've done over the last 2 days. Because this has to come from your soul. Okay. So we're going to create a brand new you.
Okay.
And I want you to feel that brand new you. I want you to see her. I want you to feel her. It's your soul. That's what we're going to bring into your heart now. 15 generations of this. If I'm right, I'm probably sure. So can you see the real you? There she is, right? You like that?
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to ask you to bring the real you into your heart. There she is. And I want you to tell your heart, it's what he knows, to play a different beat. Because this is who you are. This is who you're going to push out into the world. This is who you really are. And then I'm going to ask you at the same time, once you make a duplicate copy, okay? I'm going to go quite fast with this. Yeah. Duplicate copy, I'm going to put it in your coronary arteries, your coronary veins. I want you to put it into your cervix. I want you to put it into the larynx muscles and the bronchial muscles and the larynx mucosa. I need you to put it into the bladder mucosa. I need you to put just duplicate copies of all of this into the stomach and the duodenum mucosa. That's it. Okay? I need you to make duplicate copies of her, and I now need you to put her again into, and I'll go through each one of them. So I'm looking at the left-hand side of your brain, the larynx mucosa, it's just about here, okay? The coronary veins, put that image in there. The bladder mucosa, so at the back here, okay? I need you to go into the bronchial muscles, okay, on the left-hand side. The coronary arteries just above the ear, the stomach and duodenum mucosa. So she's in all those areas now. Should have done that earlier, I guess. Okay, let her reside there. This is who you really are. This is who you really are. Yeah, how's that feel now?
Good.
Yeah? Has that confusion disappeared now?
Yeah, a bit.
A bit.
I just...
Now what's going on? Look at your eyes. Can you zoom in on the eyes there? Just open your eyes again like that. How does that feel?
Really good.
It's gone still. Can you feel that? I'm just going to ask Karen. Can you feel that stillness? That's bizarre. How do you feel now?
Good.
Good or just...
Yeah. Good.
The confusion gone, all that?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're going to do in your life? Is that suddenly becoming... Is there clarity there where there wasn't before?
I don't think I know as much as I know that I can just pick, I guess. Like I can decide.
What about your intuition? I want you to go down to your spleen. It's where the blood is stored.
Okay.
Because that's your intuition. What's your next step going to be towards what you want to do in life?
I don't know. But I don't feel any anxiety over not knowing right now.
What about your talent? You know a lot about talent. You're talented, aren't you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah? Well, let me just share with you, you are.
you.
you won't know fully how talented you are. You'll just be able to do some things unconsciously, but other parts you go, yeah, I am talented, I'm fine. You won't be conscious of it. The last thing I want to do is just make sure that all these different parts in your brain all come together. So I want you to focus on the corpus callosum, which is, you have two hemispheres. And in between the two hemispheres is a large bit of wiring.
Okay.
And I want you to just focus on the bit in between. And at the same time, I'm going to just use the gamut point. I'm going to press on the gamut point. Okay? Pretty hard. And I want you to just focus on the corpus callosum, and then I want you to bring all of what you've done, all the learnings, into the corpus callosum and let them communicate with each other. Literally come together and just communicate with both sides of the brain. Okay? So that it completes this process inside your head. Nice. Do you feel that? Suddenly your head's come together, hasn't it? It's got more clarity. Okay. Good. Let's just test. How are you feeling now? Your face has changed even then.
Good, I feel good.
You feel good?
Yeah,
How good?
really good.
Really
Really?
good. Has the tiredness gone?
A bit, yeah, I don't feel exhausted. I don't feel like before I just wanted to lay down. Seriously.
Okay, yeah.
I don't feel that way. I mean, I feel like, I don't know that I'd go out and run the marathon right now. But
No, I understand that. Well, it's almost 10 o'clock at night, but...
But no, yeah, I don't feel exhausted. I don't feel drained at all, which is kind of
And you've suddenly woken up. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, no, I feel
"Whoa."
really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
And so I'm going to ask you a couple of other questions.
Sure.
That was different. Just a shot. Okay. So what are you going to do? You got some more ideas in your life is what you're going to do, where you're going to go, and I'm pushing you, which
Yes, I know.
'cause you were in orchestras and music. You're also talented
Yeah.
as far as art is concerned. You're involved in this particular sort of media. Is there something that you've always dreamed of doing and couldn't do because of what was going on before, but you sort of have a sense that you could do now? And I'm not asking for world peace.
No, of course not.
I'd like world peace, please. Malcolm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I've always wanted to be an artist
Okay.
on some level, but it was never really an option or practical
okay.
enough or enough. It was never enough. I don't know.
But is it possible now?
Yeah, I think so.
You
Yeah.
think so? Go down to your intuition, down to the spleen, and ask the question. You're talented enough, we know that. But you're not. There is an uncertainty in there, but that's just your unconscious mind. But
Sure,
you know that you can.
I can.
And
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Let's just check. Just say, I am an artist. Let's just check this.
I'm an artist.
How does that feel? Is that your true purpose? When you say I'm an artist, what does it feel like? Say it again. Go on, say it out loud. What's going on inside? Something's shifting. It's like that's important, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really important to me.
Yeah. Can you say it again? I am an artist.
Oh God, I feel so stupid.
Why do you feel stupid?
Because it shouldn't be this difficult, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm an artist.
I am an artist.
I
Say
am.
it again.
Yeah, I am. I'm an artist.
How does it feel?
Good, right?
It feels right. It feels good. It
Yeah.
feels, I am an artist. Say it again.
First time she's believed it.
Yeah. You believe it? You do. That's the
do.
bizarre thing. It's sort of, I'm saying it,
I've
but
wanted to believe it for so long.
say it again. I am an artist.
I'm an artist.
This is going to dictate your life. Not dictate, but this is going to take you to where you want to go in your life. This decision. I am an artist.
I'm an artist.
Doing some more liberated to really feel it.
I feel it. I do. God. I think if you give me more, I'll just sob. I don't even...
Well, sob!
Yeah, because
Say
it's so...
Say it. I am an artist. I am an artist, and this is what I do. This is who I am.
I'm an artist, and this is who I am. That's fucking fabulous. I swear to God. God, it's been so long.
Yeah, so long. You want to wait another 20 years on
No.
top of your age, because that's what happened to me. Recently when I was in Hong Kong, someone said, who are you? 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 And I was taking Liberator, and then I went, I'm a visionary. And they went, thank God. Thank God. And I went, what do you mean? I said, oh God, that's who I am. I'm doing this stuff because I can see it, I can vision it, and this is where we're going as a world. And I went, and you're learning this stuff as age 26, and you're getting it now, and you're going, I am an artist. Ooh, oh, and it was weird to feel that. So
Yeah.
it's, like I said, you had to wait 20 years? No, you don't. You're doing it now. How does that feel?
Good, really good.
Really good.
Yeah,
really
really
good. And you're sort of, I can guess it. You're going, well, what am I going to, what this means, but I suggest you just sleep on it.
Okay.
But enjoy it. Enjoy who you are. And go off and do what you want to do with your art. Whatever it is, whatever's right for you. Okay, we're done.
Yes,
Come on, give me a hug. Fantastic. Thanks, Kari. Thank you.
no, thank you.
Okay.
This morning, the day after we worked, I feel really good, very settled, and I think that last night I was waiting for some of the feelings of conflict or anxiety to come back. And even this morning, I woke up and I was like trying to feel anxious, and I couldn't. I feel very, very settled, and I haven't felt this way maybe ever, if not in a long time. And I am excited. I was talking to Richard this morning about what my plans are, what I want to do, and we had this little moment yesterday where I was like, I'm an artist, and that's great, and I've wanted to be an artist for so long, and it was never okay. It was never, my family, it was not practical, it was not, so I did all these things, to go around it, even though I was always passionate about it. And I said to him that I'm going to go home, and I'm going to have to pace myself. Like, there's so many things that I want to do, and I'm just to finally, step into this place that I've always wanted to be, and I'm so thrilled to be able to do that. And I also wanted to, we talked slightly a little bit on the video from last night that, Karen put some input in, and she's very familiar with me, and we've worked together for 5 or 6 years now. It's been a long time, but I don't think that the session that we did yesterday would have even been possible had it not been for all the work that I did with her before. So I'm just totally grateful for her and for Richard and for everything that's gone on.